My name is Anna. I am 15 years old, and I love adventures. One day, I went to a new city with my family. It was my first time there. The city was big, with tall buildings, busy streets, and many people. I was excited to see everything. But that day, I got lost. It was scary, but it became a story I will never forget. Let me tell you about it. It was a sunny morning. My family and I stayed in a small hotel near the city center. The hotel had a red door and a little garden with flowers. My mom said, "Anna, today we will visit the park and the museum." I smiled and said, "Great. I want to see the animals in the park." My dad checked the map on his phone. He showed us the way. The park was not far, just 10 minutes by walking. I put on my blue shoes, grabbed my water bottle, and we left the hotel. The streets were full of life. Cars moved fast, and people walked with bags and phones. I saw a man selling balloons. The balloons were red, yellow, and blue. They floated high in the air. I wanted to take a picture, so I stopped. My family kept walking. I said, "Wait," but they did not hear me. I took my phone out of my pocket. I clicked one photo, then another. The balloons looked so pretty against the sky. I smiled and looked up. But then, I saw something bad. My family was gone. I turned left. I turned right. I did not see them. The street was big, with shops and trees, but no mom, no dad. My heart started to beat fast. Where are they? I said to myself. I walked a little, looking for them. I saw a woman with a red hat, but it was not my mom. I saw a man with glasses, but it was not my dad. I felt scared. I was alone in a new city, and I did not know the way back. I tried to stay calm. I said, "Anna, think. You can find them." I looked at my phone. I wanted to call my mom, but there was a problem. My battery was dead. I forgot to charge it last night. "Oh no," I said. I put the phone back in my pocket. Now, I had to use my eyes and my brain. I remembered the hotel. It had a red door and a garden. If I could find it, I could wait for my family there. But which way was it? I did not know. I started to walk. The city was loud. Horns beeped, and people talked. I saw a big shop with clothes in the window. Next to it was a cafe with brown chairs. The smell of coffee was nice, but I did not stop. I kept going. I turned at a corner. Then another corner. The streets looked the same, tall buildings, cars, and signs I did not understand. I felt small. I said, "This is bad. I am lost." After 10 minutes, I stopped. My legs were tired. I sat on a bench under a tree. The bench was green, and the tree had pink flowers. I drank some water from my bottle. I looked around. People walked by, but no one looked at me. I felt lonely. I thought about my mom's smile and my dad's laugh. I missed them. I said, I want to go home. But home was far away, and a hotel was my only hope. Then, I saw something. Across the street, there was a little boy with a dog. The dog was small and white, with a wagging tail. The boy held a map in his hand. A map. I stood up fast. Maybe he could help me. I crossed the street carefully. I said, "Hello. Do you speak English?" The boy looked at me. He was about 10 years old. He smiled and said, "Yes, a little." I felt happy. I said, "I am lost. I need to find my hotel. It has a red door and a garden." The boy nodded. He looked at his map. He pointed to a spot. "Is this your hotel?" he asked. I looked at the map. There was a picture of a building with a red dot. Next to it was a green square for a garden. "Yes," I said. "That's it." The boy smiled again. He said, "It is not far. Walk straight, then turn left at the big tree. You will see it." I said, "Thank you. You are so nice." He waved at me, and his dog barked. I felt better. I had hope now. I followed his directions. I walked straight. The street was busy, but I kept going. I saw the big tree he talked about. It was tall, with green leaves. I turned left. My heart beat fast again, but this time it was excitement. I walked a little more. Then, I saw it, the red door. The garden was there too, with yellow flowers. I ran to the hotel. I opened the door and went inside. The lady at the desk looked at me. She said, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yes, but I was lost." I sat in the lobby. It had soft chairs and a big window. I waited. My legs hurt, but I was safe. After 15 minutes, the door opened again. It was my mom and dad. They ran to me. My mom said, "Anna, where were you? We were so worried." My dad said, "We looked everywhere." I hugged them tight. I said, "I got lost. I stopped to take a picture, and you were gone. My phone died, so I couldn't call. But I found the hotel." My mom smiled. She said, "You are so brave, Anna." My dad laughed. He said, "Next time, stay close." We went to our room. I told them everything, the balloons, the streets, the boy with the map, and the little dog. They listened and nodded. My mom said, you did well to stay calm. My dad said, "This is a big adventure." I smiled. They were right. It was scary, but I learned something. I learned to be strong. I learned to ask for help. And I learned to keep my phone charged. That night, we ate dinner at the hotel. I had chicken and rice. It was good. I looked out the window. The city lights were bright, like stars. I thought about my day. I got lost, but I found my way. I felt proud. The city was still new, but it was not so scary anymore. I said to myself, "Anna, you can do hard things." The next day, we went to the park. I stayed close to my family. I saw the animals, birds, ducks, and even a rabbit. I took pictures, but I did not stop too long. I learned my lesson. That day I got lost was a big moment for me. It showed me I can solve problems. It made me braver. Now, when I think about that city, I smile. It was not just a place. It was where I found a piece of myself.